Shabbat Shalom. Because of our schedules this week, Brian and I recorded the Shabbat service a little early, just before we heard news of the car ramming at Temple Israel in West Bloomfield, Michigan. Our hearts go out to the Greater Detroit Jewish community, to all those impacted by this act. A little later in the service, you'll hear me talk about a sense of solidarity and responsibility whenever any member of the Jewish community is attacked. And certainly we feel that even more keenly after hearing yesterday's news. We also think of those those killed and impacted by the shooting at Old Dominion University, and by all who are touched by senseless violence these days. As we continue with our Shabbat service, we hold them all close to our hearts.
Shabbat Shalom. I am Rabbi Lauren Werber at Congregation Beth Adam in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm happy to share our Shabbat service with each of you. We begin with an opening reflection. Let the Sabbath be a time for believing in what could be and seeing with new eyes. In this serious world, let us take ourselves less seriously. In these harsh times, let us listen for a soothing word. While the world around us unfolds in an instant, let us judge each other a little more slowly. Let the Sabbath shine a light into a corner of ourselves where hope is renewed. Let us remember a reason to be joyful, a way to be gentle. Let the Sabbath be a time for opening up. Let us find strength in our dreams and trust in our strength. Ma yafeh hayom, how beautiful is this day, a Sabbath of peace.
Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Ma yafeh hayom, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom.
On this Shabbat, we create our moment in time. We pause to reflect upon our yesterdays and tomorrows, to renew our ties with our families and friends, to restore our energies, to refresh our spirits. As the sun descends and shadows lengthen, the direction of the days gives way to the stillness of night. It is time now for us to see not with our eyes, but with our hearts and minds. As the day gives way to evening, it is time for us to welcome Shabbat. The candles stand before us waiting to be lit. We recall our ancestors as we too seek to dispel the darkness and banish the cold, to bring glowing softness, warmth, and safety into our homes. May the dancing flames of these candles kindle warmth within our hearts, wisdom in our minds, passion in our souls. Baruch ha'or ba'olam. Blessed is the light within the world. Baruch ha'or ba'adam. Blessed is the light within each person. Baruch ha'or ba'Shabbat. Blessed is the light of Shabbat. At other times, in other places, we may feel fragile and alone. Yet here we join together in this way to find strength, to build community, as we look with wonder at the universe and seek our place within its vastness. Here, together in this way, we lengthen our perspective. We question and explore. We awaken our imaginations. We draw strength as we allow ourselves to dream. Together, we share the challenge of an ever-changing world, a world often beyond our control, incomprehensible and frightening. Together, we seek to find meaning, ease our fears, understand our purpose. Together, we share the burden and the blessing of responsibility. I have been thinking a bit about our responsibility to one another over the last days. Perhaps that's because it has been a tense couple of weeks for the Jewish community. In fact, who are we kidding? It's been a tense couple of years. But tonight we focus on more recent weeks. We've heard about threats to and attacks on synagogues, an assault on Hebrew-speaking Israelis in California, terrible violence throughout the Middle East, and conspiracy theories running rampant on the internet. About a week ago, a public official echoed centuries of anti-Semitic tropes when he accused the Jews, and specifically Chabad, of manipulating governments and causing the war in Iran. When I heard this, I was mortified, and I suddenly felt protective of and indignant on behalf of Chabad. It was an interesting response. Chabad and religiously progressive Jews like me disagree on all kinds of issues, from theology to daily ritual practice, from our understandings of gender and its implications for ritual, to how we interact with the larger Jewish and secular world. And our disagreements are not superficial. They are built upon radically different understandings of our place in the world and how we express authentic Judaism. We often disagree passionately, and in the Jewish world, we could not be a whole lot further apart. We sometimes feel like entirely different communities. But we also understand something that transcends that difference and disagreement. We understand that when anybody comes after the Jews, when anybody scapegoats any of us, they attack all of us. And when that happens, it is up to all of us to put all those differences aside and to recognize that we are part of something much larger. Disagreement, fierce disagreement, is part of Judaism. The Talmud models such disagreement on every page. But fracturing and abandoning one another, that is not part of Judaism. Underneath all of the differences, underneath the times when we feel resentful or even hostile, underneath the times when we kvetch and maybe even insult one another, we understand that we are one people and that we protect and honor and perhaps even need one another. And so on this Shabbat, rather than think of our differences, we stand beside Jews who practice differently. We defend Chabad as part of our very large family. and we raise our voices against the rhetoric that attempts to make any of us the enemy. Shabbat, through the story of creation, reminds us of the unity of the world, of the ways we are all related, of how the world is good when we acknowledge that unity. On this Shabbat, may unity and love and care prevail. Let there be love and understanding among us. Hashkivenu benachat ruchenu. Let us lie down at ease. Let us lie down in peace. Let us all rise up for goodness. Ufros aleinu sukat hashalom, and spread over us all a shelter of peace.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu benachat ruchenu. Hashkivenu leshalom. V'ha'amidenu kulanu letova. Ufros aleinu sukat hashalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm.
We take some time now to remember those who have enriched our lives who are no longer living. Everything, everywhere comes from one source. Our lives, all life, springs from that cause. Each thing, everything is made of the same matter. Our lives, all life, is inseparable and of that ground. We are, each of us, uncommon expressions of that source, an intelligence unfolding to live one certain life. Our earth spins through space incredibly alive. Our nature and the nature of all that lives is to flourish and then to die. And everything, everywhere must eventually cease. Our life, all life, must return to its field. All of us, each of us, resigns ever so humbly to become again, one again, with the earth. We are, everyone, a source and a benediction of life. We share in our memorial reflection in memory and in honor of those we have lost. Ein bidei ha'mavet hakoach la'kor ma shetamun balev. Death cannot take that which is locked in our hearts. With our tears, in our sorrow, we remember. With our courage and our strength, we do not forget. Acts of kindness, deeds of courage will remain. Beauty created wisdom shared is not lost. With our tears, in our sorrow, we remember. Im dema'ot beinenu, be'et avlenu, nishmor al zecher ahuvenu. With our tears, in our sorrow, we remember. Zecher tzadik livracha. May the memory of good people bless our days. As we lift this cup of wine, tribute to life's enchantments, may we find joy and contentment in our human endeavors. Bruchim hachayim ba'olam. Blessed is the life within the world. Bruchim hachayim ba'adam. Blessed is the life within us. L'chaim. Before our closing benediction, I hope from home you join in our closing song, Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tsar ma'od. All of life is a very narrow bridge. The important thing is not to be afraid or not to allow fear to paralyze us from living fully and from taking action. Kol ha'olam kulo gesher tsar ma'od.
כל העולם כולו גשר צמאות, גשר צמאות, גשר צמאות. כל העולם כולו גשר צמאות, גשר צמאות. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל. והעיקר לא לפחד כלל.
A thank you to Brian for providing the music this evening, and we close with our benediction. May we know blessings those who are near. May we know blessings those who are far. May the Sabbath bring its goodness to everyone soon, wherever they are. May we know blessings through the day. May we know blessings through the night. May health be for all children. All things soon be right. May we know blessings in our comings. May we know blessings when we depart. May we live each day with peace and wisdom in each heart. Ken yehi ritzonenu, may it be our will. Shabbat Shalom, may it be a Sabbath of peace.